Welcome to Movie Recaps. The movie title is Final Destination 5. The film opens up with a bunch of workers who are gathering together for a company retreat. Sam Lawton has prepared the breakfast before the bus ride. Sam is a fellow office worker and short-order cook. His best friend Peter is awaiting everyone else's arrival for the trip. Molly Harper, Sam's girlfriend, arrives and she then breaks up with him due to his dreams of going to Paris to be an apprentice for his mentor. Sam is hurt by Molly's decision. Meanwhile, Peter's girlfriend Candace, an intern for the company and a gymnast, comes along with her rival Olivia Castle, a clad-dressed office girl. Molly is being hit on by Isaac Palmer, a co-worker and womanizer. Sam then goes to the construction wing of the building to find his other friend Nathan Sears, a supervisor who has a hard time dealing with construction worker Roy. Nathan and Sam regroup and head on the bus to their destination. As the bus heads up on the bridge, Sam notices the road's construction is rather suspicious, and he begins to have weird feelings while on the bus. The bus is stopped by a traffic operator, and then the bridge starts to crack. The workers get off of the bus. The group gets off first. Candace is trapped when chunks of the road fall into the lake below. She hangs onto the railing of the bridge far off to the side, but the railing detaches, sending her to fall and impale herself on the sail of a nearby boat. The group panics as the bridge is getting worse by the second. Isaac, who was taking a call in the bus's bathroom, is still on the bus, and the bus is sent crashing into the lake, sending Isaac to the windshield to be crushed and drowned on impact. A crack in the middle of the bridge kills many people. Only a pair of support beams are the way to get to the other side to safety. Sam helps Molly over, and she makes it across. Sam tries to help Olivia, but she has lost her glasses and falls into the lake. Olivia, still alive, tries to swim, but a car comes falling down, crushing her. Nathan tries to reach Sam, but the wires supporting the bridge detach, and one flies across the path, killing him. The company boss Dennis is sent over the edge of the bridge, but as he hangs on, a tank of hot tar spills and burns Dennis's flesh off, sending him to fall into the lake with the rest of the debris. Peter catches the sustained part of the rail of the bridge, and Sam does the same. Molly panics as she watches the two. The truck beside her has a metal slider that is holding several construction rods. The slider falls, and the rods impale Peter through his face, and he falls to the cement foundation of the bridge, killing him. The slider continues to fall forward, slicing Sam in half. When Sam comes to, he sees he is still alive and he gets Molly off the bus. Peter, Candace, Olivia, Nathan, Isaac, and Dennis follow. The bridge begins to collapse and Sam rushes all of his friends to safety. The group looks surprised and confused as to how Sam knew the accident was going to happen. During the company funeral, William Bloodworth, a local coroner, is present and he warns the group that death is after them. They all ignore his warnings and move on with their lives. Sam and Molly reconcile later that night. The next day, Candace is with Peter at her gymnastics practice, and he cheers her on. Candace does some work on the balance beam, and a screw from a malfunctioning AC falls on the beam, sharp side up. Candace has many close calls with the screw, but it never injures her. Candace then goes to do some vault work. She is flipping while a fan set up by one of the coaches is turned on. Another girl on the beam does a routine and she lands on the screw, impaling her foot and knocking over a pit full of powder. The powder is blown into the area and Candace loses her sight, and she flips, accidentally letting go, landing on her neck, causing her spine and knee to pop through her skin. Sam consoles a depressed Peter. The next day, the group is all together at their workplace and they all start drinking to relax. Isaac is going through dead coworkers' desks, and he comes across a gift card for a Chinese massage parlor. Isaac arrives, flirting with many of the women, but is taken care of by an old Chinese woman who speaks English, but simply refuses to speak to Isaac. She later does acupuncture on him and leaves him in a room where the walls are soundproof. As Isaac rolls over on his bed, the leg of it caves in, sending him to the ground, pushing the needles into his body. He staggeringly gets up, but a bottle of alcohol causes a fire from a candle falling after Isaac's phone vibrates and knocks over the candle. Isaac avoids the contained fire, but as he waits against the wall, a shelved Buddha falls and crushes his head. Bloodworth, who has been present for all of the deaths so far, is there and tells the remaining survivors that there is another way to avoid death. They would have to kill someone to gain their remaining days on Earth. Peter revels in the idea to where it makes him crazy. Agent Jim Block is covering the case of Sam and his friends, but he finds all of the deaths hard to believe. Olivia goes to get eye surgery the same day, and the doctor straps her head into place. Olivia, fearful, holds a teddy bear, and as the doctor puts in tools to keep her eyes open, she rips off an eye from the bear. Olivia is told by the doctor to wait, but the glass of water Olivia placed on the water cooler earlier drops down on the outlet, causing a short circuit and laser machine malfunction overheating. As Olivia reaches for the remote control in panic, it drops on the floor, and the button to begin surgery is pressed. The laser slices her eye open. The laser goes off a few more times and it burns through her hand and scars her face. She then escapes the machine. Sam and Molly and the doctor run in to see a scared Olivia, and she trips on the teddy bear's eye. She falls through the window onto a parked car and falls off as her eye rolls away to be run over by a car. Nathan is working in construction and he is talking to Roy, an angry employee of his. Nathan immediately sees a beam move closer to him with a hook under it. Nathan urges Roy to move, but he accidentally pushes him backwards as the hook falls, and Roy is stopped from landing on the spikes below. Nathan then sees Roy has been impaled by the hook through the head. As the group comes together, Peter finds that Nathan accidentally killed Roy, taking his days, skipping him in death's design. Meanwhile, as Dennis grills them all, a wrench that Roy placed on a machine is twisted into Dennis's face the long way. Later that night, in Lamiro 81, the cafe Sam cooks for, his mentor lets him become an apprentice in Paris. He also lets Sam have the restaurant for the night to spend it with Molly. Peter crashes the dinner, and he tells a story of how he tried to push a woman in front of a truck to steal her life. Peter admits he couldn't do such an act, and he then ponders Candace's death and how she didn't deserve to die, but yet Molly supposedly survived Sam's vision. Peter then tries to kill Molly. Molly takes refuge in the kitchen, and Sam fights off Peter before Agent Block is shot by Peter, taking his ears. The struggle leads to a gun being placed on the burning stove, but as Peter is about to kill Molly, Sam stabs him in the back with a large skewer. Then Sam ponders whether that means he now has the Agent Block's years. 2 weeks later, Sam and Molly are boarding a plane to Paris, and she asks for the window seat. As they are boarding, a group of high schoolers fight, as a kid is kicked off with several students and a teacher. During takeoff, Sam overhears that the kid claimed to have a vision the plane was going to explode. Sam freaks out as he looks at his plane ticket, which reads Flight 180. The plane begins to explode as the kid, revealed as Alex Browning, predicted. Molly is sucked out the side and is cut in half by the wing as the rest of plane catches fire, burning Sam to death. As the plane goes down in flames, a flame-engulfed engine falls. Nathan is at a local bar, and he is talking to a guy who reveals that Roy would have died in the next few days after his actual death involving the hook anyway because he was ill. Nathan is worried as the guy walks away saying, "Life is a bitch." Then the flaming landing gear from the Flight 180 crashes through the bar and crushes Nathan to death, ultimately revealing the film to be a prequel to the events of the original Final Destination. Let me know in the comments, and like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.